What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye the Black. I want to talk about Malik Beasley. Now, maybe this is pretty much the end of this story or saga. Y'all know I've made my videos on it. But apparently Malik Beasley has wised up. And he is now apologizing and begging his wife for forgiveness. The wife he left for Larsa Pippen. Okay. Now, according to this article and other articles, Malik Beasley put up a post, and this is the post here. Malik Beasley put up this post on his Instagram. Now, this is the only post on his Instagram right now. He took all the pictures down, and this is the only post that he has currently on his Instagram. And in it, he's apologizing to his estranged wife, Montana, who he decided it would be a good idea to break up with and get with Larsa Pippen. And by the way, he's also admitted that he left Larsa Pippen. It wasn't the other way around. And I made a video, and I put the video in the description, and I talked about how he was done with her, only for it to basically be confirmed by him that he left her. You know, Malik was going through some things recently, legal wise, and I think he wanted to sort of escape that. And he wanted to escape the family life, and I guess Larsa was there. It was a woman he probably always wanted to be with, and he had the opportunity to get with her. He traded in his young wife for a woman who's trying to still be young, for a woman that was basically using him for clout and attention, just to show people that she still got it. And I think Malik understood that at some point, and he got rid of her. All right. Now let's get into this article. So Malik Beasley apologized to wife and son for fleeing with Larsa Pippen. Regrets he had a few. Malik Beasley has issued a public apology to his wife and son after he ditched the family for a fling with Larsa Pippen in late 2020. I want to say sorry for putting you in a situation you were put in the last few months, the 24-year-old NBA player wrote Montana on Instagram. My head wasn't where it was supposed to be. As we previously reported, y'all felt blindsided by photos of her husband holding hands with the 46-year-old Larsa Pippen during a November 23rd outing in Miami. Montana, who married Beasley in March of 2020, filed for divorce in December. They have a 2-year-old son, Makai, together. Around that time she filed for divorce, Montana ripped Malik on social media, saying she and her son were told to leave our family home 10 days ago, and just like you all, I'm pretty confused. She continued, there have been no public or private addressing of the situation nor any type of apology. Now it seems Beasley is finally ready to reconcile, and though he never mentions Larsa by name in his IG post, it's obvious he's referring to her. And he's referring to the fact that he left her. And again, I think that he has major regrets. I think when he looks back on it, again, he was going through a lot, but he put himself in that situation to be going through a lot. You know, especially what he was ultimately got in trouble for, and I believe he's going to be doing time for some time after the season is over. And he wasn't in the right frame of mind. But again, is that an excuse? When you have young people get married, a lot of obstacles are going to be in their way, especially when you are Malik Beasley, a young NBA player. You already dealing with temptation from other women. There's already trust issues with your wife, Montana, because you thought that she may have stepped out on you. You even got into a whole fight over it. There were obstacles already in their way. This was before they got married. Then they got married last year. Then quarantine started. I think that the fact that he had to quarantine with her, I think may have made things strained on him in his mind to where he wanted an escape. The moment he was able to go out there and, do things, I believe he wanted to escape. It's not an excuse. And also, when you look at Larsa Pippen, she was complicit in this. You knew this guy was still married. You knew this guy was still dealing with his wife. Now, I will say this, though. Montana had, this was before they actually was separated. I don't know what it was. I don't know what was going on. I actually took a look at her Instagram, and there was not any postings of her and him together, of him there. So there might have been a slight private separation. I think this was around the time he got in trouble. That's why I think I went to her Instagram, and there was no pictures of him. So maybe they had like a slight breakup, separation. Because at first I was thinking, you know what, he has this legal issue, and maybe he doesn't want her to get in trouble, so they sort of publicly separate. But it seems to me that if there was a plan, Montana didn't know about it, at least how I look publicly. It looked like this was a guy that wanted to be single for a little while and enjoy himself before he found out what his punishment was going to be for the legal issue he got into. All right. Says, I was looking for more when it was right here that whole time, Beasley said. I'm telling the world and you that there's nobody like you for me. Beasley also claims he was the one who broke things off with Larsa, saying, for the record, I was the one who ended my last relationship off the fact that there is no one like you. This according to Malik Beasley. He says that he ended the relationship with Larsa Pippen. He added, also, for the record, I wanted to do my own ish because I just left you guys, and I ain't the type to set up pictures at the mall and ish. As that some childish ish, and I'm trying to grow individually and grow a family, a real family. Beasley says he's not looking to be judged. I'm looking for forgiveness. To forgive me for hurting my family the way I did. At the end of the day, I'm a lover boy. Oh boy. And I miss holding y'all and loving y'all. I love you, Mushi, and I love you, Kai. My family over everything. Question now, is the apology coming a little too late, or Montana take him back? You know what will be the ultimate curve in this whole situation? You know how you have those movies that it ends a certain way that you didn't expect? It would not surprise me if Montana's already moved on. And that it might be a little too late. Maybe he found out that she was moving on, that she was dealing with somebody else. Because listen, man, you got a young female who's in her early 20s. Do you really think she's going to be sitting idle while you're with another woman? And she's just not going to be dealing with nobody? Come on, man. Come on, man. And what would be the ultimate twist is that she's already dealing with somebody else. Now, I don't know, like this whole Larsa thing, they've been separated for a couple months, I believe. So now he's saying this. I wonder what got him to say this now. Is it the fact that you think that she's going to move on? Do you think that you now been by yourself and you would like to have your wife back in your life? This is why I tell y'all, man, when you get married, it's gonna be problems. It's gonna be tough. I don't think Malik was prepared for how tough it was. I don't think he was prepared. And that's why I think he was looking for a way out. This is why you have to be very careful of getting married, because a lot of times, a lot of these young people are not ready for that. They're not. And they go and they get married because they think that it's what they want to do. But it's gonna be tough times, man. Are you truly prepared for it? Are you truly prepared to sacrifice that time and effort that it's going to take to make things work? You're in the early 20s. This is why I'm not a fan of getting married early. Malik Beasley couldn't wait to break up and get with another woman. That's how much he did not like the whole marrying and quarantining together. I truly believe he wanted a way out. But I think he realized how good he really had it. You had a female who obviously cared about you. You had a child together. You want that family dynamic. You want to be able to have that one woman for you. That's why I think these NBA players should not get married until either towards the end of their career or once they're retired, because you're going to face a lot of problems. You're going to face a lot of temptation. Or are you gonna be, I would say, mature enough to handle it? And then you got Malik Beasley, who has his own issues. He could be bipolar for all we know. He could be bipolar. I'm not saying he is, but if you look at his behavior, people might say that. I'm not saying it, but people may say that. I've seen that word used. But hopefully he can get himself on the right track, get over these legal issues, and move on with Montana if that's what he wants to do.